Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are once again back for another live stream of Malaga's game, this time away at Recreativo Huelva. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Luke, good to see you. And here, as always, this time on his balcony, very posh, is
very posh.
Matt Harrison. How are you guys? How are you doing?
Very well, mate. Very well.
Good.
Oh, good.
Matt, all good as well? Showing us his views.
Oh,
I'd show you mine, but it'd just be pitch black. That's all it is.
I thought I'd give the balcony a go. If the waves are interrupting, I will move indoors.
Oh well, that would be horrendous, wouldn't it, to be interrupted by that? But just sat here with a wasp in my mouth a little bit. So only a few weeks until I get to go there. So, but yeah, obviously only moments from kickoff, guys. Just looking out over that cracking stadium in Huelva. Matt, I know you really wanted to be there tonight, but the kickoff time kind of did you in. You've got like what seems to be some kind of guard of honor as well. I think it's this little lad at the front. I don't know the story, but again, nice to see. But I suppose the big talking point tonight, lads, is the changes that Pace has brought in. So we've seen Gennaro drop to the bench, Dione, who we kind of called for on the pod, didn't we, to say he maybe needs to be dropped and taken out the firing line, and Molina and Lorenzo coming in. So, Luke, I'll ask you first. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm happy enough with it, mate. Like I say, I think we've got a very strong squad this season. And in recent weeks, when I've said that it's more about rotation, I think this might be our first actual drop-in, because Gennaro and Dione haven't really been performing as of late.
No, Matt, you said on the pod as well this week that you didn't really see too much from Gennaro in the previous game. Do you think it's about time that he did get dropped? I know we both said that we quite like the idea of Sangali at the pinch.
Yeah. I think Sangali has to keep his place. I think he's been excellent over the last few games. I always sort of felt when we signed him that he was sort of numero uno in that sort of defensive midfield role. And like I think we said at the start of the season, Gennaro had started well. I really like Danny Lorenzo, so I'm happy to see him play. Yeah, I'd say I'm more interested in the Manu Molina sort of switch with Dione. I think I put on our WhatsApp group earlier that Manu Molina is very much a boy from Huelva, and he's very much celebrates being from this town. So it's I can imagine it's great for him to be in the starting 11 against them and playing in his hometown. And I think they're quite fun switches. I guess Danny Lorenzo, I understand a bit more. Molina, I don't know. I've not really got him yet. So, I'm looking forward to see him start.
Yeah, definitely. It was yourself who said that he'd appeared in Málaga hoy and said basically you've not seen the best of me yet because I've not really played football in 12 months. So it'll be interesting to see him come in. Do you think Jorge Hernandez is probably a bit hard done by here, given
just quickly, I don't know if you guys are watching the
I was going to say this. We've got two Sangalis.
Oh, double Sangali.
Feeling that's not the lineup.
Yeah, I think there you go. There's
and double goalkeeper captains tonight as well. That's a bit unique as well.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, actually, we talked about that, didn't we? That I didn't know it'd be captain. I like Guerrero as captain, but there is two Sangalis out there. The other one plays for Racing Santander, who I saw. He was very good. Oh no, he plays for I always get mixed up. No, he plays for Eibar, doesn't he?
Well, both Basque. Sounds like a very Basque name as well, doesn't it? Though I think Sangali's surname is actually more Italian than it is Basque, I believe. So
he was really good in the summer. The other one, but I can't remember which team he played for. I think he might have played for Santander. No, he did play for Santander. I remember because there was an interview with Jose Alberto Lopez 2 weeks ago, and apparently the other brother said, "Yo, Jose, what's Malaga like?" And Jose was really nice about us. So it was Santander. I remember.
That's always nice to hear. It's always nice.
Are we confident, guys?
Yeah. We've got a 100% win rate in the lemon and lime.
I would love it. I would love a result like Jason Malone says, 3-0 Malaga.
Yes, Jason Malone's in there. Michael joins us again. He's on his way back from the Emirates, so he's already watched Arsenal win today against Man City. Luke, you said if this game is anything like that game, then we're in for a bit of a quiet evening. Steve, hello to you as well. How are you doing? Remember, you can join us in the chat, everyone. Get your comments and get your thoughts in. Any score results, any comments you fancy making, any appreciation for Matt's surroundings, put them into that chat box and we can get them all going.
It's better every time.
It does. It's a sliding improvement, I reckon. So, but yeah, no, unfortunately,
I will say my internet's going up and down, so I might have to move indoors in a second.
We'll let you off for that one, to be fair, because the game has kicked off. I'm using the app again this week because it was really good. There's been a couple of blurring so far at the minute.
Yeah, I've got that.
But I believe there was some issues with FEF TV today. I think it was the Thueta fans didn't even get to watch their game, which is probably for the best because they lost.
I think we've gone off here.
I'm still going.
I'm still going. I forgot on the app. Download the app right now.
Did you guys do the update as well?
We'll leave that to Alex or Chris, who can't be here.
No, I mean like on the app, the update on the app, the FEF TV app.
I've got no idea. Oh dear! Ooh, he was lurking. Oh, Kevin back there. He is Kevin. He was looking for it. I've told my friends, Matt. My friends are coming, as I've told you guys on the WhatsApp group. My friends are going to come over to the Malaga game now. There was a 10-minute window on Saturday where basically our group chat went a bit mad, and they went, "Bugger it, let's all just book to come with Nick to Malaga for the Alcoyano game." I went, "Cool." So he said, "Well, we'll come, but we want to be on the podcast." I said, "Don't you worry about it. Matt will be doing a Vamos a la Rosa later. You'll be on it." And he went, "Well, what do I need to talk about? Because I'm not really an expert in Spanish third-tier football." I went, "As long as you say Kevin's good, you'll be in good company." Oh, ping! First blood to Malaga then.
It's not exactly Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher stuff, is this? So I'm sure they'll be fine.
No. It's a shame that's dropped to Joaquin, really, because if someone with a bit more of a sweeter foot than that might have rattled the back of the net. Luke says, "Hola lads, red wine at the ready. Head says 1-1, but heart says 4-0. Always got to put your heart over your head in these matters."
Definitely. I think tonight will be a tough game.
Oh, lovely stuff. Cup of tea for me here in Lancashire, as should be.
A couple of the big stuff.
I was going to get a bottle of wine, but supermarkets are closed and the Chinese shops near where I am are very much Tinto de Verano distributors. So I do like a bit of Tinto, and I probably do need something a bit lighter in volume.
Yes. No, well, I was tempted to go and get another pack of Victoria for tonight, but my lovely wife has agreed to let me buy a PlayStation 5 and a new TV. So
very nice.
I thought I don't want to push my luck a little bit.
Is that perks of the new job?
No, just. She says I caught her at a time when she didn't want to be distracted, so I think she was just happy for me to go away and go and do what I need to do.
I don't know about you guys or if it's just the camera, but this pitch looks huge. Or is the camera just so far away?
No, I think it is a wide pitch, to be fair. It's definitely not near a Wi-Fi signal because it keeps not cutting out but pausing or lagging is the word.
I just rebooted mine if you heard the commentary then because I thought I might lag.
Have a little double check. But we seem to have the lion's share of it so far, guys. Just got up to 4 minutes. We've had one shot on goal. Again, not scared to go at them. What are we kind of looking for in how we play tonight? I think, the last couple of games you said they've not been classics, to use those lovely air quotes. Do you think today we need to put down a bit of a marker, especially with Castellon kind of really setting the pace now? Put down a really good performance and get a strong win away.
Go on.
Oh, 3 legs.
I think just a bit of tempo in the play, a little bit more tempo, because it's proving that we are a good team in this league. It'd just be nice to see it in bigger spells than 5 and 10 minutes, etc.
Yeah, we started quite well. We're usually a little bit slow out the blocks, aren't we? And I think not that we're causing absolute devastation here, but we look a little bit tidier than we have in other first 10 minutes of recent games.
No, I'd 100% agree with that. And just look at all those Malaga fans packed into the corner there. I think it's a hell of a look, isn't it? I think they've all gone for white shirts and blue hats today. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a great picture of it on David Picon's Twitter as well, of them all outside a bus stop or something. So
and we should perhaps mention as well that Linares have beaten Ceuta today, and obviously we talked about a few weeks ago that Linares is not an easy place to go, and it was a battle there, and we got a result there, and Ceuta, the team behind us, and they've lost there today. So.
I think what it's proven in the results is this is a league where anybody can beat anybody at the moment, it seems.
No, I 100% agree with that. I think
I disagree. I think we beat everyone.
you would hope we beat everybody, but
that's the feeling
on that one.
I was thinking the other day, and this might be a bit ambitious as we've had 3 home games, but I can't see us getting beat at La Rosaleda this season. I really can't, honestly.
Especially when you've got
anything can happen on a day. Anything can happen on a day, but I just feel that confident at home.
You've just put the absolute nail in the coffin for Alcoyano, haven't you?
Alcoyano at home.
So sorry, when is because I've lost track. When is Alcoyano? Is that the next home game after Melilla or
No, it's the 18th of November. So if there's still Melilla to go then. Obviously next week, and then there's a home game against Castilla on the 23rd.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then it's Cordoba on the 5th after that, and then it's Alcoyano.
6 weeks yesterday, I think you are. We are counting.
Yes, exactly. Luke says in the chat that the kit has grown on him. I
absolutely.
About the
By the way,
line.
I was going to share it out with you guys perhaps after this game. Obviously, we're doing this fanzine now, and things we love each month. I was making a little list yesterday, and I have put in growing love for the Lime shirt in there. So I will take that burden on by myself, of course, but it is growing on me big time.
I think Luke is very much there with you on that.
Oh, no, it's hideous, but it's cool. It's quite cool.
Dare I say, I think there was a bit of talk about this preseason, like which one is which, because they announced that the lemon and lime shirt was actually the away shirt to begin with, and I think they've kind of changed their mind a little bit on that when they saw the popularity of the green and purple. But
I think the green and purple were more for the romance kind of thing. They've done a good bit of marketing.
Yeah. I think they did that last season as well, didn't they?
Yeah, with
the shirt. We hardly played in that as well. We always played away in our black kit last season. And it appears that there's a lot of teams in Spain that play in blue and white. So we might see this lemon and lime kit more than we think.
It was funny when my pal Gibbo visited this week. He went on holiday to Malaga when he was 12 or 13. And he almost asked his parents to send him a Malaga shirt. And he did message me and said, "You do have that rose shirt, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, I'll just wear that." I said, he wanted to wear that.
Yeah. Good evening, Alex Ashmore, who has literally sprinted home. He texted us at 5 to 7, said, "Lads, I'm going to run home at full pace, and I'll be there about 15:15. He's here 5 minutes early.
Are you safe today, Al? No injuries.
We were driving home, so no silly accidents on the way. Have I missed anything exciting in the first 10 minutes?
No, Hocking had a pop before, but there
was quite. To be fair, when they showed the replay of that Hocking shot on towards goal, it was a bit closer than I realised actually.
I think they have settled well. They're settling well. They're keeping the ball a bit better than usual.
I used to watch. My brother used to have season highlights of Preston North End on a VHS, Alex, a VHS is like a videotape from
I know
a few years ago. Before we had DVDs and streaming, we had VHSs. But he used to watch and he used to be a cracking bit of commentary where Colin Murdoch, if you know him, it dropped him on the edge of the box and he took it on his knee and he went for the volley and he put it right into the top of the stadium. And he went, oh, well, that's why he's a centre-back. And I always think that every time I see a defender take a strike from distance or miss, why that's always in my brain. So Barry Shippey has messaged in saying, hi, lads, 3-1 to Malaga tonight. Is it too early to ask? If Malaga definitely go up, will Malaga definitely go if they win the league? No one seems sure when I was over, so... I don't know if you guys know, but if you win the league, you're guaranteed to go up. So the winners of both groups go up.
They used to do like top 4 playoffs when it was back when it was Segunda B and
win the league, you go up.
Yeah, if you win the league,
here we go.
Oh, pull back.
Second,
that's a poor finish. That.
Second, third, fourth, and fifth go into a playoff.
I think
but just to be clear, it's not a playoff. It's an odyssey. There's
it's like a whole new season.
It's not just the semi-final and the final. How does it work?
So I think the way it works, if I remember rightly, is that you'll play the 4 teams play each other in each league. So basically, you go into a quarterfinals at that point.
There's the other group, isn't there?
And then you go into a semi-final, basically, which is the 2 winners from each league then play each other, and then the 2 winners from the league go into together.
Do you know what? I honestly think whoever created, wouldn't it be so much easier if 2 go up automatically from either group, and then the winner of the playoffs from each group go up as the other 2? Like, who thought of this crackpot idea of doing 20 other games?
No, to be fair, it's like if they'd have kept it separate, because I think there is an element where the regions go up against each other. I'm right in saying that, aren't I?
Yeah.
So if they'd have kept it separate, a bit similar to the National League North and National League South, Alex, where 2 or 3 are going up from each league.
Yeah.
But they only just keep with each other, and then those winners go in there and the playoff winners go up, then it'd be a doddle. But it's the intermixing of the regions that confuse everything. Oh, here you goes your boy. Just growing in confidence every week, isn't he?
It seems so. I think he does.
Luke says, are the playoff finals played at a big stadium? No, I think it's just the home team that has the advantage, I believe.
It's got models, I think, since COVID, hasn't it? Where I think it is literally the home team. I think it's a 1 leg. Whoever finishes higher in the league gets the home leg.
Yeah. That's definitely.
It's changed so many times because since COVID, basically in the COVID season, they changed it all around, and it's because obviously living in Marbella, I remember sitting down with a pen and paper trying to explain to someone how Marbella could be in the second division, and I had a headache at the end of it.
Well, I think that's how you see straight. So I think Huelva were benefited from that last year, didn't they? Because they finished in the playoffs, but quite low down. Whereas teams above them missed out because of obviously the way the system works.
Just win the league.
But basically that's what you need to do.
That's where Alcocon went straight down and straight back up.
So did Amorrieta as well, didn't they? But I think they went through the playoffs, didn't they, in the end?
It's the same situation with Yeovil. Like, if we don't win the National League South,
bingo.
League.
Yeovil bingo.
There's one.
There we go. Right, there it is.
It's the same with the National League as well. If you don't win the National League, you have to go quarters, semis, and it's a whole mess to get through.
Yeah, I think this is like a whole. It's much worse than that. I know what you mean. It's hard to go up, but it's a whole marathon ahead of you if you get in the playoffs in this league.
I mean, a prime example, lads, is when you think about it, Atletico Malagueño last year.
Yeah.
The amount of different games they were having to play, and they were still nowhere near the actual.
I know they had to win it was like they had to win the
everything.
A bit like American sports, I think when they go to the Nationals, you've got to win the regional qualifier. The regional qualifier, and then they go into the area one, and it's a lot of bollocks really, but you've got to do what you've got to do. Michael says in here as well, blimey, if you make the playoffs, the season will end in July.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind
really
that
is.
they get promoted.
But to be honest with you, that's the same in the big league, isn't it? Where like there's lots of teams that got promoted from the Segunda to Primera La Liga, and they're like, oh shit, we need to organize ourselves really quickly, and Spain's just not organized on this.
Corner's gone short. Sanchez in with the ball. Oh, that's a good clearance, to be fair. No one's attacking that space.
The Segunda playoffs, even if you get to the final, it's still a two-legged affair, which is just
exactly. Yeah,
it's just stupid, isn't it?
Well, even then,
Kyle says, has he missed something? What's with everyone wearing the white shirts? I assume that's in the away section.
Yeah, they basically. I think we spoke on the podcast a few weeks ago. I didn't know they were doing it for away games, but the Fonde Sur where they were like picking a different color for each week. So I think the first game was black at home. I think they just fuse into sort of a solidarity show. And I didn't know, but apparently they must have said white today. And it looks cool. And it's really easy in this year's home shirt because it's very white.
Malaga have definitely started well here.
Yeah.
Really have. I thought Kevin was going a nice little amazing run there as well, wasn't he?
I don't know if you guys noticed last year with the Segunda playoffs as well. In the finals, if it were all a draw all the way, even for extra time, then at the end of extra time, the team that finished highest, it seems quite bizarre to go all that way.
No, I think it's the same this year as well.
Is it?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I think Kevin's definitely turned up.
Kevin's having a great afternoon already. Or
What minute are you guys? Are we all level? 16:40.
16:36.
I'm 5 seconds behind, I think.
Yeah, same.
This must be that superior.
Well, I'm going to try again Thursday.
I'll slow the celebration down then. Fingers crossed.
Frederick says, good evening. Just got home from a dreadful away game for Lillestrøm. Hope Malaga can save today with a good performance and 3 points.
That's quality.
Lillestrøm, I remember on Football Manager. Actually, Championship Manager. That's where Kim Karlström came from. And he was amazing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Manager. That's my Lillestrøm
manager. Must buy, wasn't he?
Kim Karlström was an absolute baller.
Yellow and black. You can correct me if I've got that wrong. Apologies if I have.
I'm sure he will.
Yep. But I remember he was on a very early Championship Manager because I'm old and played Championship Manager more than Football Manager. That Kim Karlström was amazing on one of those.
Mary says, thank you. I'll take the risk and the flights and book the flights for the party at the last home game of the season. Luke says, do you guys think we look a cut above most teams we played? Outside of Castellón on the opening day, we seem to be on top of most teams. If we had a finisher, could have ended games earlier. To be honest, go on, Matt.
I do personally. I was going to say I thought about this after this week's podcast and our co-Guiricaster Chris Marquez. I think he's been a little bit too down on us, to be honest with you. I'm not saying we're like absolutely dazzling, but I think we're the better team in most games, and we probably are due a few more goals. But I don't, I think the Granada game or, Recreativo Granada, we hammered them. But in the other games where it's been a little bit more balanced, I think we've looked good. And like we talked about the Castellón game, we could have easily won that Castellón game. They could have easily won it, and they did.
Do you think it's going to be those two teams, Matt, at the end of the season, slogging it out? Just from what we've seen, we're, 7-8 games in now?
I just have a feeling that Castellón are just going to blitz this league. That's just a vibe. It's just a vibe, and
go on, Kevin.
I think.
We've got a beefer as well. A beefer is going to come strong, aren't they? You'd imagine.
Yeah, but I think I went. Obviously, I went to watch Castellón last year, and they were really, really good, and. I think they were about third when I went to watch them, and they absolutely battered this team whose name I've forgotten actually. But
was that the Pablo Hernandez game, Matt?
Yeah, I just think they're pissed off that they didn't go up last year, and they're just gonna.
Yeah, because who was it who came up out of this group? Because it was separated.
It was Alpha. No, they battered. They knocked out Deportivo.
They've knocked Deport out.
Yeah, because it was a West and East, wasn't it, last year?
Yeah,
which is the difference. Was it Ferrol came up through the
Ferrol.
That's
for
right,
the for the playoffs for this side of the league as well. That the likes of Huelva would have been in.
Going back to the original question, Nick, like Matt's just answered, I totally agree with what he's saying, and this is where I made the bold estimate that I feel we can go all season unbeaten at home because there's an air of comfortability here. Like we seem to be in control without. I don't think we're at 100% yet, but even now, for me in this game, I feel we're the team that's controlling.
To be realistic, though, I do think the teams we have played, bar and Castellon, and that was the one defeat, have been bottom half.
Yeah, when you look at I agree with that. Also.
But equally, like Linares, that was a tough away game, and we got a goal, and they've beaten Ceuta today, and
it's true.
Those will be the next couple of tests, won't they? I think the next ones will be. This will test us today, but I think we're coming through it quite well at the minute. Antequera away is going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be tough because they're going to be absolutely up for that.
They are going to be up for it, and they have picked up some form recently as well. I think they were bottom of the league after 2 games, and now they're up to 6th. So they're as Chris Marquez coined on the pod, a locomotive chugging away.
I like that.
So.
It's funny you say that. I was actually trying to explain this to Laura the other day about the locomotive thing, keeping Malaga going. We don't live Savla. We don't always talk about Malaga out like that. It was just his once.
Why'd you get divorced? You just wouldn't.
Malaga.
About Malaga.
It all started when we invited that Welshman on our honeymoon in Lisbon.
On the honeymoon. Just going back to what you said regarding fixtures, I mean, Antequera away, Cordoba at home, Ibiza away. That'll be a strong little treble game.
That's your banana skin there, really, because I think if we look at it, we're not to get too ahead of ourselves, but Melilla, are again in the bottom 3 at the minute. Their travel arrangements put into disarray.
Did that all get sorted, by the way? Is everything all happy with it now?
I assume so.
I'm not doing anything
with it. No. But and then after Melilla, I think that's the Antequera away game, isn't it? So that's your big one for this month. Castilla, I suppose it depends who turns up, but I think one of the biggest things is you pointed out, Matt, just these attendances at the minute just keep growing and growing and growing, don't they?
Yeah,
over 1,000 fans again tonight travelled.
Well, exactly, and it's mad.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone that's listening to this must know, but Spanish football fans do not travel. Even getting 1,000 going, it's. I think Recreativo. Huelva is about 3.5 hours away, which, in regards to Spanish geography, is about as close as we're going to get to an away game. So for 1,000, it's mad. I'd love to see the away figures because I know Luke, you've been really good at sharing the home attendances and stuff. Yeah. But in regards to away fans, there's Cadiz who they travel really well, and the Basque teams are quite good. But the Malaga away sport this year is
unbelievable. It really is. Mad. I mean, I think it's
unusual.
It's just over 300 kilometers to Huelva from Malaga, which in terms of Britain, from where I live from say Sheffield kind of thing, you're talking the other side of London.
The story I always tell is when I first moved here, I went to watch Malaga play away at Elche, and Elche, you look on a map, this was obviously in the Segunda days, Elche looked just down the road, and it's about 9 hours. It's about 8-9 hours, which is about the same as Newcastle to Southampton. It's mad.
Right.
Like
Mental, isn't it? Mental
Yeah.
distances. I thought that going to Linares wasn't too far, but that was another one that was like
2.5 hours, right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I got home about 1 o'clock in the morning from that, which never had happened in the UK. Yes.
Matt Butler says, good evening, lads. Thank you for joining us, Matt, once again. Tom O'Nick says, 6 on the bounce tonight, gents, to round off a fine weekend after, sorry to say this, Matt, but Mark Hughes got sacked at Bradford and finally picked up 3 points. They're going to try and book some flights for December to catch a game.
Yeah. I've from my time living in the north of England, I am friends with quite a few Bradford fans. So I was very delighted that Mark Hughes was there, because Mark Hughes, when I was 13, 14, was amazing for Wales. I'm very sad it didn't work out for Mark Hughes and Bradford. Leslie Mark Hughes, always a nice little fact to throw in there. His first name's actually
Which I imagine when he did turn up in Spain, the people were going, what?
Yeah, it never happened to him in Spain. He's not much loved in Barcelona, Mark Hughes, bless him.
No, he's no Lineker, is he? He's no Lineker.
Yeah, well, they came the same time, and Lineker is adored here, and Mark Hughes was seen as a bit sort of unsophisticated. But that did mean he went to Bayern Munich, and he, I'll throw it out there. You know what amazing record he has at Bayern Munich and Wales, or do you know? I don't know.
I don't know. As far as a football CV goes, though, he's definitely got one of the finest footballing CVs you could put down on a desk.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, he within 24 hours, he played for Wales against the Czech Republic, and then I can't remember which way round it is. Basically, he played 2 games in 24 hours.
Yeah, I remember seeing this. I remember seeing that.
Yeah. Wow. And one for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
It's a sort of a legendary tale.
Frederick asks, do you know if there's any hope of getting hold of a ticket to an away end? For instance, in Murcia without a season ticket. He wants to go to an away game, but unsure how easy it is.
I think it's recently changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, the official line is you have to be a season ticket holder. I'm pretty sure if you got in touch with one of the Peñas, there'd be a way to do it.
Here he goes.
Go on, Kev.
It's lazy.
No, it's slowing it down far too much. If we get a corner from this, nope.
I think it's goal kick. Yeah, goal kick.
I was thinking of this as well, to be fair, man, because if what they're saying is true, that you have to have a season ticket in order to go to away games, that does basically mean that if you're not a season ticket holder, you don't have the option. You can't purchase it. So you're buying into the opportunity to go to away games as well, which seems harsh. Do you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely, I think it's a ridiculous statement. I honestly don't think they're going to instill it. I know Chris came on the pod when we were talking on the podcast, and Chris said, "Oh, but that's what the club have done for years." And I know he said it with tongue in cheek, and I was like, "Well, no, they haven't, because I've never been asked for my season ticket number." When I went to Linares, they asked for I think they did ask for my season ticket number then, but. They'll be okay.
I think surely if it's getting to a point where, we're running out of capacity to do. It's like we've said 1,000 times before, like they do in England. If you've got a game where you know is going to be a high level of demand for away tickets, then
fair enough. Yeah.
Put some stipulations in place. But if you're looking at somewhere like, again, Murcia, who are probably got a massive stadium, probably going to give us maybe 2,000 seats for that.
They should do. I'm going to try to go to Murcia, by the way, so I'll let him know if I find out.
That's a Sunday night game, isn't it?
What's the date for the Murcia again?
I'm going to be
28th, is it? 28th of November?
I'm going to be a fucking idiot because it's a Sunday night and there's about a midnight bus that gets back to Marbella about 6 in the morning. And
straight to the classroom.
It's a hell of a commitment.
There's a direct train down from Madrid to Murcia, so I might try and come down for that one.
Very nice.
Well, even someone like yourself, though, Alex, it's going to be interesting to see how it works without a season ticket. I don't think they're going to be so strict with it. There must be a way.
Would it encourage fans to try and get tickets in the home end? which obviously for safety issues, it's stuff like that, isn't
it? But that happens a lot here. Like you always see Malaga shirts in the home end. But
we saw a lot of Linares as well, didn't we? A lot of home shirts in the Linares.
It's one of the best things about Spanish football. It seems like fans can actually get on. In England, it pisses you off. Rotten.
Who was the guy that was with all the Sociedad, Real Sociedad fans? I mean, he was quite clearly just wearing his colours.
But that is a freak of a derby, isn't it? That is it's lovely to see that. But I think that is special.
For those interested around the grounds, Depor are currently losing to Celta B.
They're doing so bad. They really are doing bad.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what's aren't they?
I think Brendan Boyle, who I don't know if any of you follow on Twitter, he's there tonight. It looks like a fairly full stadium.
Yeah. He's just moved there recently, any of Ponferrada.
I was devastated. He messaged me, said, "I see you're walking to Pontevedra," and he'd just gone on a weekend trip to Italy. I was devastated. There's a Spanish football institution who's Brendan Boyle.
Well, he's moved to La Coruña now, hasn't he? I think he was saying because school places weren't thing, which again is just mad things to think about. You don't think about that when people live abroad, but obviously it's something that you've got to do. You can't just be on a holiday all the time.
Nick, obviously, there's 30 minutes in. Are we still thinking 3 points or?
Oh, he's had a pop. Well. I'm going to say we've been on top and been quite comfortable, but then they had Herrero scrambling there, Captain Herrero for tonight. As well.
We're not doing much.
I mean, have we had a shot really? It's one of them again.
Yeah, we've had
creating.
Like you say, I think one of the main problems has been us getting towards the edge of the 18-yard box and then looking to either pick or pass or pull an audacious trigger. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we've built up an opportunity to play into the box and take a chance. Maybe a couple before where Kevin was waiting at the back post or where Larubia is chipped over. But yeah, it's been a tepid 30 minutes.
It has.
Do you agree?
I'd say tidy, but nothing. No, like Kevin seems to be getting the ball a lot and not really opening things up.
Well, he's doing some lovely mazy runs, but then it's that.
Yeah, I've not seen Manu Molina, who obviously has been thrown in place of Dione.
The thing is, from recent performances this season as well, there's a lot of Malaga players what are going unnoticed in a game. You're noticing Roberto doing well, Kevin doing well, Larubia doing well. Then there's certain bodies tonight, for example, Manu Molina, etc. We're not really seeing anything from him.
No, but I think Roberto's been quiet in this game, to be honest.
He has.
Roberto. No, it's not. I don't think that's his fault, though.
Here he is. I thought he was definitely going to try to pop one in on goal.
I don't know whether it's something that I know I know Dione hasn't been playing very well, but having him up front and making concentrate one or two men on Dione gives Roberto a bit more space. And I don't know now that he's not playing that Dione's a bit more enclosed. I don't think
Dione's been awful though, has he? He's
not been awful, no. But I think maybe
I understand this sort of
is a
trying something different thing. That's cool with me, but I'm not in the sort of like, this had to happen.
No. It's like tonight as well. I mean, we've got Dione on the bench. He can come on and have a massive say in this as a centre forward potentially.
Well, that's it.
I feel like the image, in like Popeye cartoons when he throws the can of spinach down him, he's going to throw a bocadillo down his
just unwraps it out of the tin foil at half time. But to be fair, that does give you that option because, like you say, we've seen it where Roberto's played 90 minutes, I think, in most games this year, or we brought on Zuniga, rather late, but as we saw last week, he's just not the one, is he? Especially if he chased the game or looking to secure it, he's just clearly not the one at the minute.
At least tonight, there's something to come off the bench for us.
If you're on a Spanish version of Soccer AM and you're hitting high balls into the air for people to control from tower blocks, he's your man. But on a football pitch, maybe less so.
Well, looks like Larubia's going into the book here for a challenge. on his on what looks like his doppelganger. To be fair, we got a little bit confused.
I'm not gonna lie. It's really growing on me. I do like this shirt.
Do you think you're going to buy it on Thursday?
By Christmas, I'm going to have bought it 100%.
You've already got one, haven't you, Luke?
Yes, mate. Yeah. If I lived in Spain, I think it'd be a perfect shirt wearing out in the sunshine. In the dark clouds, pissing it down in Doncaster.
It'd definitely be my morning run. Because occasionally I go for a run in the morning. I'm usually a post-work runner, but I think that's a morning run shirt.
Do you wish you'd held out, Luke, and waited to get it from Spain?
Not for the third. Not for the third, as I'll be buying the other two from the club shop. So I still don't feel too bad yet.
Not too bad with that. Drop. Off the bar.
You guys are definitely ahead of me.
Oh, crikey.
That was
close.
Who were the header? It's a great effort.
You should look at that for a reverse.
Great effort.
To be fair, if he didn't have his back to goal, he probably would have buried that.
Just going to switch to the indoor arena.
Hopefully, it's a bit of an eye opener for Malaga.
Oh God! Don't bring him down in the penalty area. God.
We'll have that can be our warning shot there. Definitely. To begin with. I think throughout the 5 wins on the bounce, some of what maybe has gone under the radar a little bit is we've had 3 consecutive clean sheets. They're obviously doing something very well in defence. Well, I think after, to be fair to Herrera, after the first 2 games with those parries, and we were kind of thinking, oh shit, this is what it's going to be like for the rest of the season. He's really picked up form and looks solid, hasn't he? I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Matt said that a couple of times as well. I said he looks really assured. Probably more confident than what Yanez looked last year. Yanez was a great shot stopper, but he still conceded a fair bit.
Yeah.
So it seems that back four is just sort of like picking itself for the minute with 1 or 2 differences week in, week out.
Yeah. Did we find out how long Victor's out for?
I think a few weeks by the sound of things.
Yeah.
I think Sanchez is looking fine.
I like Sanchez. I think
he's attacking enough and everything.
Yeah, I think he's playing well as well. He's looking good and he's playing well.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a very bonny looking man.
That would have been a great goal.
Against some enough play though. But we are coming up to half time. There's not much to report. Go on, have a dig. It's gone for a corner.
Rare aesthetic. I do like the nets that Recreativo Huelva have.
There's nothing on Romaleda, though, is it? Nothing touches that.
Why do we like the nets? What's the thing? I can't see.
I don't know. Just sort of, I quite like them.
Yeah, I am a netting fan.
As I think we've all in the WhatsApp group, most of us have watched the David Beckham documentary this week, and the whole pink nets at Miami. That they're cool.
Yeah, definitely. I think, to be fair, the only thing I can see about this one is the fact that you usually have the post up immediately behind the goal, don't you?
Whereas that is really pulled back, in it.
Yeah, really they're like strung up. It's like washing line.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I was very impressed with North Ferriby's yesterday, white and green stripes. We still cannot believe that story, talking to that random bloke who knows the Guiricast and also us.
Yeah, right.
He did say that his friend's a bit of a loony as well, Matt.
Well, yeah, I think, yeah.
I'm going to say as well, Matt, is your camera tilted up quite high? Because at the minute you just look like a head.
Sorry, I've just moved indoor and I'm watching the TV, so I haven't looked at where my camera was there.
Alex, what are you drinking?
This is going to get a laugh. It's a kale smoothie.
My days.
Well,
he's a growing boy.
The only smoothie I know in Malaga.
I was going to say, you need to keep that going on there. Do we agree, Alex? You are the poshest boy on the Guiricast. Is that what it is?
There's not even a close second.
Kale smoothies.
There's not even.
Says the man
private
sat there
schools.
sipping a tea out of a Hogwarts cup.
Don't you mouth that.
A
Don't
very,
don't
very,
let the
very
muggle
big
get you
mug.
down.
A very big mug.
There's nothing posh about Harry Potter, is there, all of a sudden? Don't let the muggles get you down, lads.
I'm very down
you
to earth.
drink out of your thing.
A bucket of cerveza.
I had someone come in the pub because I work in a pub and I was behind the bar today, and I had someone come in the pub today and try and convince me that Cruz Campo was brewed in the UK. And I was like, I hate to break it
It
to you,
probably
mate.
is some, isn't it? There must be
might
some
be- it might be
brewed in
bottled.
Burton's the place, isn't it?
Yeah, well, so Madry, that
Yeah,
Spanish
that's from
beer,
Burton.
that's brewed in Burton, yeah, or Stoke-on-Trent.
Matt, have you ever seen a Madrid in Spain?
Yeah. The first time, but it's not really Spain. When I was in Benidorm a few weeks ago, I saw Madrid. That's the first
Next to the
time
Carlin and the Fosters.
Yeah, because I had a pint of San Miguel, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's Madrid! I will just to tick the box. I'll have Madrid next." And then I didn't.
No, don't bother.
No.
Madrid is awful, and I die on this hill week in, week out, because I hate that they call that Spanish beer. There is a version of it which is brewed at La Sagra in Madrid, but it comes in a brown bottle, but the label's white with Madrid in red, whereas Carling or Molson Coors, whoever it is that own the brewery in Burton, they've taken it the other way around and they put it with blue with white writing and red. It is very much brewed in the UK, sold in the UK, and I think it's appeared in a couple of bottles in a Madrid supermarket. That is the difference. But the original Madrid is just a bottled beer, which it's like a craft beer more than anything. Yeah. Not the massive shite that's appeared in our
I just want to delve into the comments here, because Matt Butler has said he's ordered the third shirt yesterday and then said £14 DH gate. Is that what you paid for? I don't know. Is that a comment? But I'm impressed if that is the
so DH gate is a.
What is DH gate? I don't know. I've been away too long.
It's in China. It's based in China. You can get anything for about £3.50.
I could get a life-size cutout of Luke Chambers for at least £2.80, including posting and packaging if I wanted it.
But it's brilliant. It is one of my mates. He got going back a few years, a Dortmund shirt with Jadon Sancho on back, and it is absolutely fantastic quality. It really is.
I'll give you a teaser. Because for those that don't know, I do another podcast called Platini Played for Kuwait, and tomorrow we're recording a David Beckham episode, and one of my choices on it is about their. I should say the premise is we both pick 3 choices about a topic, me and my brother, as Nick Bell will know because he's been on the podcast before. One of my choices is the LA Galaxy shirt, because the most comfortable shirt I've ever owned in my life is a LA Galaxy shirt. And, but I think it might have been
with Herbalife on the front of it, and the original and the first ever MLS numbers on the back.
Oh, such a nice shirt. I had the navy, because I wanted the white one and I couldn't get it, but then I bought the navy one with
the white one with the navy collar. It was.
I
bought that when I was a teenager and I was getting fat.
Me at the age of 7 with that Herbalife LA Galaxy shirt on.
Didn't they change they changed the badge, didn't they? Because of Beckham coming. So they wanted to relaunch everything. And I tell you what, if you haven't watched Beckham on Netflix yet, go and watch it. It is fucking brilliant.
Oh, here we go.
Is that
hello? Beckham from the right?
Beckham.
Come on. Just not getting these crossing are we at the end of the game?
We're not.
Yeah, but if you haven't watched it yet, just binge it. There's only 4 episodes, and it's great. Brilliant. And just watch it for the pure. And I'm sure if you've got social media or anything like that, but David Beckham calling out Posh Spice for saying that she's working class.
So for what car?
He's the investigative journalist that we need in this bloody country right now. He was just like, no.
It's a little bit. It is an absolute celebration of David Beckham, isn't it? Which is sort of. But it's really good. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, it skips over his ambassadorial role with Qatar, which I guess was predictable. But
we don't need this in the celebration of our David.
No, I like David Beckham. I love David Beckham.
Let's get Dave on the chat. Let's get David Beckham on the Guiricast.
Does it talk much about his Inter Miami sort of
Yeah,
thing?
A little bit, yeah.
Bits and bobs.
After the MLS thing, yeah.
Because to be fair to him, like I think anyone that follows him on social media now, he fucking loves Leo Messi, doesn't he? He loves the guy.
I imagine that goes down well with Real Madrid fans.
Well, I think it. Well, to be fair, there's a bit about that as well, where really you forget about it. But David Beckham was actually really burnt by Real Madrid when they told him to go and train on his own and that he wasn't playing for the club again, even though it was like November.
Spoilers. We picked out choices before I watched this documentary. One of my choices for the Platini episode recording tomorrow is his last season at Real Madrid, because that's when it was my first year as a student in Swansea. For some reason, we watched a lot of La Liga football that year, and that was the year where I'm a big Barcelona fan, but I did sort of want Real Madrid to win that year for Beckham.
Well, the thing is with it as well is like it's half time, by the way. But this is an early preview of tomorrow's Platini play for Kuwait. But when you look at who he joined when he first went to Madrid, because you got to remember he's only there for what 4 or 5 years. He wasn't there a long time, was he? But he made a big impact.
It's the longest trophy drought in the last 50 years of Real Madrid.
Jeez. Well, he went that was the Glatzel area as well, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, he was the last Figo, with Zidane, with Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, and by the end of it, you can see Beckham, and he stood alongside Lassana Diarra and Alou Cisse and things like going.
Thomas Gravesen.
No, it's Mamadou Diarra.
Mamadou Diarra, sorry, and Thomas Gravesen.
Well, really, I think Lassana Diarra did go there after.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he went on loan. I think he went on loan from Pompey.
Yeah, there were some. In that era, there was some. Do you remember when Julian Faubert signed for them from West Ham?
I didn't think anyone would know his name. I was about to say that.
Yeah, I know. Like on our WhatsApp group, Nick, we talk about football shirts a lot, and I think you posted the first year Beckham went there. My favorite Real Madrid shirt ever probably is his last year. I like a Real Madrid shirt with a bit of purple on it. I like
with the Ben Q sponsor on it.
Yeah, that's it.
That was the climate cool era, wasn't it? Because like Liverpool and everyone had that trim that went kind of like in an hourglass shape.
I think there's Siemens one, the one where they were sponsored by Siemens.
That's the first year. That was the first
Siemens.
When I was it doesn't fit me anymore. But when I was,
because for those that don't know, as a kid, I was obsessed with Barcelona. I
had a long time ago the reversible purple Real Madrid one. So it flip it round, it was white.
Oh yeah,
like a. I don't even think it was like a kit. It was just a cell.
There was a weird era for that, isn't there? Where all of a sudden everyone was going, "Let's do a reversible kit." Man United did it for the centenary or something like that. With the
white and gold, I think it was.
White and gold. England did it with the away kit, the red and the blue, and everyone was on with a reversible kit all of a sudden. And then I think they realised and went.
It's fucking hot.
It's boiling in these reversible kits. I'm wearing 2 tops, right? I'm not doing that again.
But yeah, I've just seen in the comments the Beckham pod. So if people do like the Beckham pod, me and my brother are recording a podcast all about David Beckham tomorrow, because he is the second in the chain of my brother's favourite footballers of all time. Because my brother's favourite footballer of all time is Roberto Baggio, and then Baggio retired. And Beckham turned up, and then Beckham retired, and Gareth Bale turned up. So we've done a Gareth Bale episode. So we're doing a Beckham. I don't know why I've not picked a favourite footballer for this podcast yet, but
man, especially in those early United days, it's crazy to think how many goals Beckham was scoring. Because
there's an amazing stat which I didn't know until sort of researching this podcast. Like he played 780 games. And he's got it's something like 400 assists and goals. Obviously, the assists are more. It's mad.
Just with those free kicks and things like that.
This is coming from an era where a right winger was a right winger. His job was stay out wide, not this new days now where you're tucking in and stuff. So imagine what he'd score now, tucking him from left or something.
New game. I can see just that Abe Simpson gif of him yelling at a cloud. Luke Chambers going, these new days. Right wingers should be right wingers.
If you are enjoying this content, me and Nick did a podcast. What did we do? We did Orange Football Clubs, didn't we? That was
Orange Football Club,
yeah. So if you go and search, Platini played for Kuwait Orange Football Clubs, and I can just see Joe faint in the comments.
Is that the second link to Platini football?
Yeah. It is.
This might be Platini bingo. Platini bingo.
When Matt said, he went, "Oh, we're doing a Beckham one." I both me and Luke went, "We're up."
But we did a Forge
FC. Yet, Luke, have you?
No.
I can't remember. What else did we talk? Actually, I literally only remember talking about Forge FC on that podcast.
We had Forge FC. We talked a bit about Blackpool. Stephen Dobby. Lens or Longs, we should say, after they beat Arsenal this week because they had orange written on their away kit.
Surely Brett Omerod got a shout out there.
He was one of them. Yeah, he was my subject because of his Brett Omerod.
Omerod. Yeah, of course,
yeah.
Guys, just going back to Malaga a second.
Yeah,
Michael,
I'm
gonna we've got a Malaga game.
I'm gonna nick Michael's question, and first half marks out of 10. In terms of performance,
fucking hell.
See, I was gonna say you know my feelings about Mark's ratings out of 10. After my rather 6. Harsh thing, so I'm gonna go with 5. Neither here nor there.
I'll actually go 5, to be honest with you, because I don't think we've done anything special.
So we'll just nip that round a little bit. How confident out of 10 are we that we're going to progress and get the 3 points?
6.
Do you know what? Yeah. I am not as confident as I was at the start of this game for it. I can see this finishing now, just with the way things have been. I can see this finishing 0-0. Now, that's how we're going to make me look like
no. It does feel like a 0-0 so far, I'll be honest with you.
Or I'm going to give it the...
would we take a point?
It's a death.
Would we take a point?
Yeah, I would say I would, but we've got so ambitious, haven't we? And we've seen
I'm exactly the same. Exactly the same.
I'm not used to, obviously, since I've lived here, I'm just used to Malaga being shit and in relegation. So chasing a team at the top of the league, I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I think I think we're a playoff chasing team, aren't we? Yeah. It'd be like we've got kids; they're amazing.
But we don't want to be in the playoffs. I don't want to be in the playoffs. It's not that place to be.
It has to be a realistic game, isn't it? Because I think Castellón are just going to blow this league away. I think they're so pissed off and angry at not going up last year that I think they will just blitz it. And we've talked about I say we. Nick wrote a little bit in our little fanzine about what's his name? Dick Schreider.
Dick Schreider.
Yeah, he's got a good thing going on there, I think. And if we can keep pace with him and their team at all, fair play to us. But I think we are chasing playoffs, and if we can do that, well, I think we would have all taken that at the start of the year, wouldn't we? Because we had no idea what to expect. I'll repeat my line again. I just want it to be fun. We've got a fun team. We've got really good youngsters, and well, I think we're a little bit too young to win the league. I think
I agree. I definitely agree what you've said, Matt. In terms of, are we getting a bit over ambitious? In terms of, would this be a bad point because of the run we've been on? Do we expect to win every game all of a sudden?
Yeah, and I think on the podcast, like Chris has sort of said, "Oh, I thought we were shit," and I'm like, "Well, no, I don't think we are. I think we're playing well, and I just think that you can just see that we can get better. I don't think we're going to win this league. I'll be honest with you, but I think we can be in that 2nd to 6th place, and I don't think we are playing shit. I don't like Chris's rhetoric.
Does anyone know this? But obviously, there's the rule in La Liga where if you are a manager, you can't move to another. You can't work with another club in that same season, can you? So if you're sacked, or you can't be pinched. But can you pinch managers from the Primera? Because obviously it's a different. Are the rules blanketed across Spain, or is it just those top 2 leagues? Because
that's a good point. I don't know.
Very good point.
It'd be interesting to find out.
What are you thinking?
I'm hoping someone looks at Tiki Taka and goes, "I need a bit of that to get us out of the shit in Segunda or even in La Liga," and say, "Well, you know what? We've seen he's got a great brand of football."
Or you were thinking about getting rid of Pace, and I was like,
no. That man's furniture. He's staying.
Do you say bring back?
His Schreider, like his career's mad. Like he really
is a very travelled man.
Because he took, I can't remember which club it is. He took one of the Dutch teams up into the top league and left them for some sort of squabble with the owners. And it's mad that he's come there, and fair play to him. And
well, that was with PEC's Wall, wasn't it, last time out? And he just then got them promoted to the Eredivisie and then gone, right, I'm off to Spain. See you later, lads.
Yeah,
I don't know where the link is. That's the thing. I don't know where the link is. Why?
No, absolutely. It's mad. I love it. I really think it's really cool. Apart from that, they seem to be really good.
So the teams what he's managed or assistant is SDV Barneveld a long time. We've got Barnet joint manager.
No, Barnet with Edgar Davids.
Of course, that makes sense. Philadelphia Union assistant, Hoffenheim assistant, Vitesse assistant, Pech and then on to Castellon. But were that the time when Peck were doing well? Did they get to Europe? I think it was.
Well, no, he got whatever his last Dutch team is. What did he say the last Dutch team is?
Pech.
Yeah, he took them into the top league, and apparently, from what I read, like apparently the football they played was like just incredible. Like I can't watch it myself, but
he relied a lot on youth and things. Like he's always backed youth to that extent, and then
something happened, and he literally, he's dropped 2 divisions to Castellon essentially, hasn't he? And but like equally, like we, I've said on the podcast before, like we went toe to toe with them. They did beat us in the last minute.
Yeah,
I don't think we should.
Again, not angling for ways to get him out of the way, but like obviously Ajax have just sacked their manager. They're looking for.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, that was a surprise
to maybe come through.
Might be a bit of a jump, Nick.
If he's well known, if he's well respected back in Holland, he might go for it, or dare I say somebody else in maybe like from a Go Ahead Eagles or a Nijmegen or any other Dutch teams. I can play this game on that. Which kind of mid-table Dutch teams can we name? Heerenveen, Sparta Rotterdam.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I've been to Sparta Rotterdam. Has a lovely castle in the stadium. I saw Royston Drenthe play against Ronald Koeman's kid in goals.
Royston Drenthe gets mentioned on this podcast.
It does,
more than it should. I think that's the 4th time this season now that he's been mentioned.
One of my best mates took $3,500 off Royston Drenthe at poker when he was sat in Chef Wednesday reserves after his failed Real Madrid move. He went in a casino around there. My friend's a big poker player, and Drenthe were there, and he milked him dry basically.
Well, he could afford to be.
Hi, Paul. I've just noticed Dundee Paul's in the chat.
Paul legend.
No, we're not talking to Paul. He's had a week on holiday, so he can get to just arrive back for the second half. No,
okay, well, fuck off.
The first half. Yeah, go away. It's glad to him. I hope he's had a nice week off in. I think he went to Crete, which is a lovely spot. Look very sunshiny. Better than Scotland as it is, but anyway, it's been throwing it down in Scotland this week. So
I actually watched Dundee United yesterday on a certain YouTuber in a category what we know on his ground hopping day. It were Raith Rovers versus Dundee United at the weekend.
Oh, you're just watching the competition, are you, Luke Chambers? Is that what it is?
I like content, mate. I like content. Chris is going to kill me.
What were you writing the other day? I saw your lovely reel. You had your candles lit. Rain outside, and you were right.
I was selling the story. No, so when I do the ground hopping thing, it's just for a bit of fun. I just like to write about it as well, just for a bit of personal fun kind of
Again,
thing.
going back to the comments, guys, Steve Jackson's asking, "What's that on you, Alex?" And I don't know what that's about. Sorry,
it's Hulk semen. That's what it is.
That's when he saved the cat from the tree with the runaway baby.
No, I think he's talking about. So let me translate the northern for you. He says, "Geez, what's that on? You're on there, Alex." I think he's meaning his green drink.
It's a kale smoothie.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry,
Kale smoothie.
If you're
That could be
talking
the most controversial thing of the pod tonight. Alex's drink.
Yeah. The Hulk spunk. That's what it is.
I did. It was my last day at work today, so I got given a selection of ales.
A kale smoothie.
And you chose
That's
the
not a good going away present.
No, a selection of ales.
That's very southern.
Yeah, proper enough of that. Good luck on your travels, Alex. Here's a kale smoothie.
Here's a kale smoothie, sir. Enjoy your kale smoothie.
I was going to say, it's full of vitamin D.
Going back to the other podcast and the kale smoothie, I definitely need to get Alex on for a green football club.
Which podcast is this, Matt? Is this a third?
See, now you've even got Joe involved, and he says, "Kale smoothie." Alex, he's not angry; he's just disappointed.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
No, but we are back underway in Huelva as well.
It looked very nice at the game you watched today, Joe. Although I think I saw you.
I'm seeing Joe Thursday. Me and Joe are going to the home game against Melilla together. I think.
So I think Joe was working from home. I think I remember seeing.
Yeah. It's all right when you're your own boss. You can work from wherever you want, I reckon.
Well, yeah.
Come on, Málaga. Vamos, Málaga.
That's it. We need a big second half.
Away house and makes beer, I think, doesn't he? I think he's made up this brewery. He's going to work for away.
Yeah, he's always at the beach, and he's at the beach more than Chris Marquez is. If I don't get a daily text from Chris Marquez saying I'm at the beach, I worry about him. I go,
Chris is quite the beach bug, isn't he? He's quite the beach guy.
Yeah, I'm not a big beach person, so.
I get beach rage. It's a diagnosis in our family. You get beach rage.
What temperatures you got at the moment, Matt?
No, it's wrong. I was trying to sing a Catatonia song then. No, I had the right Catatonia song. Damn, I could have carried on with that joke. It's all over the front page. You're giving me beach rage. Anyway.
My wife has just texted me saying, "You're not going to win any awards talking about Hulk semen." No. If we lose out now, it's my fault.
I heard Laura walking by the room when we were on about Dick Schroeder earlier, so
there's the acceptance speech done.
Yeah. If we do win, then my acceptance speech will be very much like Penny Mordaunt's at the Tory conference, which is just going to be stand up and fight, and then I might just flip off the Celtic State of Mind table, and then probably get my head kicked in.
Don't mess with the Celtic State.
No.
Go on.
Whoa, here he goes, La Rubia. He looks like he's playing higher up in this half. I was just noting where Molina is. Molina's not been hanging out wide at the minute.
Slightly off topic. Has there been any further development on the Real Madrid game being switched, or have they not said anything yet?
No, this isn't good. No, that's
Oh dear.
Fuck off.
Wow.
Oh, dear. Fuck's sake.
I think it was
what
coming.
What about? How have they got that? Oh, and is it him? It's him as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the guy.
Kyle Quintana.
Is it Kyle Quintana?
I honestly think, based on chances, they've deserved that.
How's he scored a goal? It is.
I always defended him on the podcast.
Crying out loud! That is a.
Right. Thank you,
Oh dear.
See you next week.
Well, at least my 0-0's out the window. Now I've got to come back from behind to win this one.
Did you guys have any
back?
Well, 3 minutes after the restart, it's Recreativo 1, Málaga 0.
Yeah, absolutely was him.
Yeah, it's Kaya.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Just confirming it.
It bounced
Tidy
off one
finish
of
as
our
well, to be fair.
arses, I think.
Say again.
I think. Oh, no, it didn't. I thought it hit one of our players' arses into him, but it didn't.
Am I being too harsh, or could have Herrero done better there?
No,
I thought one of them could. At least one of them.
I think one of the three defenders that went towards him could have done a bit better. That's probably my thoughts on
Positioning
that.
wise, he seems a bit in no man's land. I feel like he if he was going to come out all the way rather than just hover. I think that might be, unless something changes tactically, I think that might be it for the unbeaten run.
Alex, we last time I was on this live. Actually, I've only ever done one live recording, and we went 1-0 down, and we beat Atletico Baleares. So
We did.
Okay.
Well, it's there for the taking now. But these lads look like they are quite happy to sit back and just take it, really.
What do we put on the Twitter when we concede? Because we haven't conceded in a long time.
Nothing. We just put goal Huelva.
Goal .1.
and just put player unknown.
Yeah. Chris Marcus' friend.
I saw, I think, a tweet the other day. It was like funny to see how a football's admin, when they lose heavily, goes from when they concede the first goal to, I don't know, when Sheffield United lost 8-0 to Newcastle, it was the first goal. Newcastle make it 1-0.
Yeah. Full time 8.
Yeah, full time 8-0.
I've done the Twitter anyway. Goal.
Well, there we go then. What do you think we can do to improve this? I think
we might need this. We might need this as a bit of a kickstart, kick up the ass.
I'll tell you who has been quiet today, and we were talking about players who look a bit anonymous. We've not seen too much from Danny Lorenzo, which has been a bit unusual. Same from Molina.
I don't think anybody's done anything really. Kevin had his few runs, but we haven't created anything. No.
But that's it again. Where now we've slipped Molina back into midfield. It's kind of bringing everything a little bit flatter. I don't think he's up to pace. But what you lose by taking La Rubia out of there is that edge, and I think this is something that Pacer keeps doing, but he's not really learning from at the minute. So I think for me, get Hernandez on, put La Rubia back where he should be, and we've got a chance. Sangali, to be fair, this game has been playing really, really well.
Yeah. I think he's the one that's jumped out at me the most, to be honest with you.
Just looking on his live stats.
First half hour, I thought Kev was good. He's gone a bit quiet since.
Yeah.
He's
just looking on his live stats. We actually haven't even had a shot on target yet, which is quite disturbing after 50 minutes.
Disturbing.
I am disturbed. Colour me disturbed. Do you know what? B Soccer is definitely the one to go for this league, by the way. It's really, really good, isn't it?
Sofa score's also quite good.
Yeah,
because if you get the bus into Malaga, you go past B Soccer. It looks like a really cool little building.
A nice place to work.
Yeah, if they want English translations and stuff, I'm open.
Yeah, I am here for it. I'm just going to give a little look at the live table now, and with that result as it stands at the minute, Malaga do drop to third. Joint on 15 points, but it does give Castellon that 2-game advantage, which again we're not a massive fan of. But to be fair to Huelva as well, that takes them up to 6th. So it shows
still early. I don't think it all means much yet, does it? Very early.
It is, but again, they don't strike me as the kind of team that are going to be quite happy just to sit back on it. Unfortunately.
I think Paul says it's spot on there as well. It shades of last year's defending there, which we haven't really seen much of this season.
No, I was going to say Monte was the one I was quite surprised with because he looked a bit erratic for the first time ever that we've seen.
Yeah, like I've said, I think Monte's just incredible. I think he's outstanding. But yeah, he did sort of didn't seem awake for that one.
That's definitely gone out, that lad. Well,
Do we think Pellicer will act quickly in terms of changes, or?
It'll be interesting. What is the acting quickly here? Because I guess Zuniga. I don't really want to see him come on. I guess Dione is the one.
Dione wants it.
Dione's the last game in town here, really. Because dare I say, I don't think it's Roberto's fault, but he's again been quite anonymous in this game.
I agree. Yeah,
I like us to play two centre forwards.
Okay.
Let's quite Roberto and Dione together. Actually, centre forwards.
I don't know whether it's not having, like I said earlier, not having another striker to draw some defenders away to give Roberto that space. I think that might be an option. Even though Dione hasn't been playing at his best, I feel like bringing him on could add that pressure on the defender. And
makes it a bit of a handful, yeah. Well, that's what that's what he did with Chavarria last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if you guys can tell me something about Manu Molina's performance tonight. So.
I don't know anything about the guy.
Does Manu Molina? He's out there dying on that pitch, as far as I'm concerned.
I think I've noticed the steward on the halfway line more than I've noticed Manu Molina.
But the problem is now is that to bring him on, your option is Gennaro, and Gennaro is not the kind of player that's going to bring you a goal, is it? I know he's obviously scored this season, but he's a defensive player. Is there anyone else on the bench that we think, do we bring on one of these young Malagueño lads, with a bit of spark? I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, he's through.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
well, at least he put him on his ass there.
He used the facilities.
I always get slightly nervous when a referee points towards a goal kick and he's pointing towards a penalty spot. That was good defending. Was that Einar?
See, look, your choices are this from midfield, either Canaro, Juanpe, or Cordera. And Cordera is obviously a young lad from the academy who we know can score from distance. But this is a big game to bring him on to.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
A decent shooting opportunity now. Free kick about 30 yards out, you reckon?
What minute are you guys on?
Kate Quinn says it right here. Roberto is isolated. There's no patterns of play. It's very much hit and hope football, which I think we can all agree on, really. Well, this is Beckham territory, this, isn't it? I wonder if we have a Beckham in our midst. Who do you reckon is going to have this, Kevin or Rubio?
Cordero. Get Cordero on. We've seen what he can do from here.
Oh, exactly. Why not? Well, it's Danny Sanchez and Kevin stood over it. Kevin did wrap one against the post last week, didn't he? Yeah. So it's
again,
just
I think
a little bit too far out for me.
Kate Quinn's spot on there. Roberto's isolated, no real patterns of play. Hit and hope.
Yeah, no, exactly. This is a bit of a fair distance, but I think he's going to go for it.
Oh, it's Kevin the free kick. So
knuckleball.
Yeah. Shades of Bale. Shades of Bale. Bloody hell, he nearly got it.
That was decent.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, actually. If he'd hit it on target, that would have been even better.
I think keeper had it covered, didn't he? Good effort.
Yeah. We need this straight on angle, which I don't think you're going to get in this league, unfortunately. But
Lampe is on.
Oh, here we go. 50.
Got to be Manu Molina, hasn't it? It's got to be Manu Molina. Oh, Dione as well. But
certainly hoping Manu Molina. So La Rubia coming off though.
I can't argue with that. But is that going to be light for light now? Keep Dione out wide.
I think that's a good decision.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Dione is going to go up top here.
Dione is going to stretch.
I have no opinion of Juanpe whatsoever yet.
No.
The thing is,
we might have actually gone 4-4-2 here because Dione has gone straight to the centre with Roberto.
The problem is, though, is that when you've got a player like La Rubia, he can be quiet for 80 minutes, but he's got a spark in, which means he can do something out of nothing. Whereas Juanpe, he looks like a good player, but he's conventional, would be the word I would use. He's tidy and he does things. Tidy ticks boxes. And he's not the kind of inspiring player that's going to pull something out for you. But
is he wearing his mask? He's not.
No, he's got it off, I think.
No, he's maskless this time.
He's not even that interesting, man.
Well, it'll be interesting to see here whether Dione can take a hint. If he scores here in the next 10 minutes, this roof's coming off.
Just out of interest, and I'm sure you didn't, but on the pod this week, did you slate Kai Quintana at all? I don't think you did.
No, he didn't get
I thought the Guiricast curse is
basically we talked about Recreativo Huelva,
and
then we started talking about Malaga, and we're about to finish. I said, "Oh, by the way, we've got to mention Huelva."
Yeah, there was a lot more.
Chris Marquez, you talk about Quintana. I liked him. I have no issue with him. I thought he's really good for us. Actually, I was always quite defensive of him.
He's another travel striker, isn't he? He's been around.
Yeah. I think at this level they're all travelled strikers. If I'm honest, it's hard to find a striker that hasn't been well travelled in the Spanish third tier, isn't it? Apart from Roberto.
Yeah, they've all played. They've either played in Poland, Cyprus, or Greece. I always seem to find.
Yeah. A lot of Greece. Oh, over.
Oh, we went for it. He might, if he'd have done that. Jesus Christ. Kai Quintana with the acrobatic overhead kick.
Yeah, I would have just knocked the stream off. I would just gone.
Yeah, I know. Right. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Something needs to change in this half an hour, though, because we've shown nothing in this second half that we're actually going to score a goal.
Yeah.
You say your holiday bet ended today, Luke?
Yeah. Torremolinos had 32 shots and drew 1-1 at home to a team who had 3.
Did you see the Wimbledon?
I don't know how Marbella got on. I don't know if they won.
Did you see the Wimbledon fan that came over from America, brought his entire family to watch Wimbledon play in the third tier, and he drew 0-0?
He missed the penalty as well.
Oh, God.
Well, here is Dione. Again, dropping deep to pick up the ball.
That's right.
Away from him.
If I could say, if Chris was here, Marbella won, and someone scored another goal.
Oh, it's the hair.
This is better. Oh, off the post!
Fucking hell! What a shot that was! Who was it there?
Oh no!
Now we're in trouble.
Right, now we need some heroics from Einar.
That's offside.
Brilliant. Well done, lads. Right,
one of our defenders are in trouble here. One of our defenders are in trouble.
Whoever took him down, bloody Clyde.
That was like a JBL clothesline from hell.
That was NFL. That was.
Cool shot. That was crazy.
Stopping the opportunity at with anything you can.
That was Ray Lewis.
Hit that is.
You nearly took his fucking head off.
But to be fair, like Kay Quinn says,
great strike.
Get that into strike. Roberto. Don't leave him isolating. It's just that little layoff there.
Was that Sangali?
That was Sangali, yeah.
Yeah.
This week's current Biznaga elect. Oh, he's offside anyway as well there, to be fair.
Look at the doctor. Jeans. Why do they have these doctors with the physio in Spain? Look at him. They've found him out at crowd.
Yeah. Do you need kebab? I can get you.
He's that taxi driver we always see, Nick.
He is the taxi driver we always see.
Look at the girth for that tash.
To be fair, he's probably a very well respected doctor, and we're here going saying, rest apart, please.
That guy's got a certificate in his living room.
Definitely looks like the guy who's picked me up from my all-inclusive in Gran Canaria once. Get on the coach.
Look at him walk off now. He's bollocks. He's knackered.
It looks like he's topless as well.
It doesn't look like he's officially anything to do with anyone. The physio was there with the bag. He just looks like he's come on to go, are you all right, mate? He's the owner of the magic sponge. Have you seen our assistant manager again tonight, lads? In a dapper grey suit jacket.
I've not even seen Pellicer tonight, to be honest.
Is that
Pacer and the Huelva manager dressed the same.
Pacer is such a handsome man.
He is there, to be fair. Yeah, obviously he's got surgery this week or next week.
Yeah. Surgery.
Oh, podcast title.
Somebody that must make it into the rap.
What is his?
Got to be offside. Got to be offside.
Manuel
Sergio
Sanchez.
Reyes here once said I could play up front for Malaga, which was
You probably
I
could.
asked
Tonight.
And right on cue, here is Carl Smith, chili sauce boss.
He knows a kebab shop.
He loves it. If there's a kebab shop in Ben or Madina, Carl Smith knows how to find it.
I've had the pleasure of having a kebab with Carl.
anything else. I was lost.
Centre. It was a sort of
drive.
What?
Oh, go for it! Come on!
At last year's awards, we
penalty.
No.
Down.
We took Chris to Weatherspoons and then a kebab afterwards. It was a cultural.
He took Chris to Spoons.
Spoons and a kebab.
They were so confused knowing Chris.
Well, the thing I don't think he got was the fact that you can drink somewhere until 1 o'clock in the morning and then go there at 7 a.m. to have breakfast.
Yeah, to finish your pint. Spoons actually made it onto the pod this week, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was me, Chris.
Michael says, would we take a draw right now?
Let's take anything.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah,
Take anything.
To be honest, I think a draw is the best.
I would have taken a draw before the game. I think this was going to be a tough one.
That's a ping. Oh, a nice little tidy touch from Juanpe.
Come on, forward.
Come on, just go forward. Don't let him catch you.
There.
Oh, inside. Roberto is doing better since Dione's come on. I think you might be onto something there, Alex.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Since those subs.
I don't know whether it's just me being silly or it is actually something I'm noticing, but there's a whole lot less overlapping between fullbacks and wingers in Spanish football than there is in English football.
I think your wingers they seem to be tucking in. Well, Malaga's especially seem to be tucking in a lot more.
Well, I noticed it not just Malaga, but like Spanish football. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's me being silly and not noticing it, but.
Oh, Sangar. Oh, this is nice. Dione, Hawkin. Cross in.
Corner ball. Roberto's getting the fans going.
Yeah, he loves that.
Come on.
What did you say? Sorry, Matt, in response to my point?
I'd even argue that Spanish football invented the overlap in that. Well, in my lifetime, like, Dani Alves is the king of him, isn't he? I wouldn't say it's a British.
Yeah, maybe I'm just not picking up.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not saying we're doing it. It's Joaquin's being quite good tonight, I think. But
yeah,
I still like to see
a little bit more attacking threat from both.
Fucking hell, that's awful.
That's the commentator's curse there, Matt. Joaquin's done quite well tonight. That is awful.
I think Joaquin's pinged a few in at training this week, and he's got a bit giddy.
He's got the taste for it, hasn't he? He's got the old Malaga double on there. Hocking to score first.
One thing what is nice to see at this level, which I think particularly ruined Arsenal's performance today, is in English football now, the amount of time the goalkeeper stands there pointlessly with the ball and he's either going to get it to his centre half slowly, or he's going to give it him back slowly. It's just a shite way of playing. It's not just Arsenal, it's a lot of teams.
I believe a lot of that was put towards Leicester this weekend. Saw someone's put just your boring bunch of gits like that, just keeping the ball and not doing anything else with it apart from.
We played.
That's love that.
We played all right since the goal, actually.
I'm trying to remember
how many of their players have been booked. I think these have had 4 or 5 bookings, haven't they?
I don't know about you either, guys, but I'm just looking at this pitch a bit more closely. But considering it's only going to be the 3rd or 4th home game potentially for Huelva, it's looking a bit run down already, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see the World Cup final at this stadium in a couple of years, maybe.
The romantic side of that thing.
It's up for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to be the World Cup final. I jest there, but it could be a World Cup stadium.
I know. That is, to be fair, going to be quite an interesting proposition for the Spanish World Cup is where is the final going to be?
I would assume the Bernabeu.
Thinking Bernabeu, aren't it? Sure.
Well, they don't do that, do they?
Mind you, the new Camp Nou, that'll be ready by then.
I've got a copy of Marca in my bag there. It's Casablanca are going for it as well. It's I'm pretty certain it'll be I think it'll be the new camp or the Bernabeu.
See, I think they'll go to the Cartuja or something like that. It's called.
Oh God,
That's
I don't understand why they're using the Cartuja.
It's the closest thing they've got to a national stadium, though, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah. But you
can't show favoritism for one or the other. Like you say, logically thinking, you'd put.
Well, the theory is though that the 1982 World Cup, the final was in Madrid, so that's why they're saying they think this one could be in Barcelona, so they avoid that. Sort of argument. They go, well, we've given it to you guys before, let's give it to the other guys, and the other guys are going to have a 99,000 seater stadium with all sorts of mod comms. So yeah, it could be. Wouldn't surprise me.
Why don't they use the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan and the Benito Villamarin? Do you know? Or
because they fucking love this, because they pumped this money into this ridiculous Seville stadium, haven't they? In this. Yeah, they should do. Of course, they should. It's I guess the issue they've got with those two stadiums is they'd have to pick one or the other, and I guess
that's the same with. But again, that'll be the same with the two Madrid clubs as well. It'll be the same with the two Barcelona clubs as well, because there's a chance that they're both going on there. So
I think they'll pick the two Madrid clubs and they'll pick the new camp. They won't,
Dare I whisper it? Dare I whisper it that they put it in La Rosaleda? Dare we whisper it?
No.
I think honestly they don't get it. I honestly do. I think.
Oh, I think they're definitely getting picked for the World Cup. It'd be daft not to, given the links it's got and the accommodation. For a final that's supposed to be centered in between them. I suppose let's not also forget this as well, that there's some massive stadiums being used in Portugal too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Dragao and...
Well, the rhetoric here at the moment, watching Spanish TV today, is that they're going to get the semis. But yes, this the Casablanca stadium, which hasn't been built yet, is the one that, because it's a huge football city, Casablanca. So
I like that comment, Matt Butler. Madrid likely to be hosting an NFL game. Definitely.
I like all saying no FIFA. It'll probably be played at the Maracana.
Yeah, remember this is FIFA.
Finish back off in South America.
No, actually, they're playing it in Saudi Arabia at the Riyadh Stadium or something.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either, to be fair.
Alex, has there been NFL at Tottenham today? Did I see also?
Yes, there was another game set at the London Games. Jacksonville Jaguars upsetting the Buffalo Bills 25-20. I think for those of you might remember Matt, Ben, the former Guiricast member, he was there today. Do you remember Ben, Charlton fan?
Yeah, I do remember. I do remember people I hosted the podcast with. I
just don't get American sports when you actually have to say the words. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, I know it's just been a joke, because I don't know if any of you watched The Good Place. That they the one that the guy in The Good Place supports Jacksonville Jaguars. And if you haven't watched The Good Place, it's one of the great series. Watch The Good Place.
Is that about heaven or something like that, if I remember rightly?
Yes, well, the first series is possibly one of the greatest twists in TV history. It's amazing, the first series. And it's good after that. But,
even more of a twist than Richard Hillman driving him into a canal.
Oh, God, yeah, absolutely.
The
first series is generally one of the... I think.
Where does this stream take us?
I don't know. I'm more interested in Joe's comment here saying Bill's lost, so his wife is happy. She is a huge Finns fan. What Finns? Which Finns are we referring to here?
Miami Dolphins. They're beating the New York Giants.
Oh, right. I see.
73rd minute, guys. Malaga losing 1-0.
I've lost all interest in this. Joe also says that
if you've not watched the first series of The Good Place, bloody hell, what an amazing first series. And the twist at the end is one of team. It was like, I think the finale is in like the top 10 greatest episodes ever on like some sort of Guardian list I read, because I'm a Guardian. Of course I am.
Our viewership's just dropped by 100.
Get in!
Oh, yes! There we go.
Ah!
You fuckers.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys, I forgot the
I don't even know what's going on.
What are we cheering about?
Malaga are in the good place. We are in the good
Up the fins, up the whatever, NFL.
What did you see then? I don't know what's happened. I just saw the ball hit in there.
Dione has pocketed it away. He's had his bocadillos at half time and he's gone, you know what?
That's my pop, I think. Oh, what a finish.
That's a lovely little finish.
That is quality.
Jesus, that came from nowhere, didn't it?
Come
Are
on,
you guys
boys.
watching a football match? I don't know what's going on. We're talking about NFL.
We're going to win it. I can't believe we're going to win it. Roberto as well, Roberto with the assist.
Tell you
Matt.
what, that is a centre forwards finish.
Yes.
If they don't win
That
it
is
now,
a proper centre forwards.
Sorry. That funny came
This will
off.
do now. Right, go for it. Go for the jugular. 15 minutes left. Dione.
Come on,
Brings
then.
Malaga level. Oh, here we go
Oh,
again.
we're going again.
Oh,
shoot!
Because I eat me spinach. He's Popeye the Sailor Man.
Vamos.
Matt, I nicked the megaphone off the Fondasur guy.
I didn't realize.
That's a beautiful sight, them boats.
I didn't realize Antonin has had a kid and he's playing for Malaga now. He's come on, Antonito.
0.20.
Danny Lorenzo's come off, and Antonito.
I don't know if it came across. I was telling someone about this the other day. If it came across on your Linares feed, we were all doing the Poznan. That was good fun. I don't know if that came up on.
Is that
Now
the,
we're doing the Icelandic thunderclap.
Is that the one?
Yeah,
that-
let's show Malaga.
Come
Is
on.
Is that the one that not Bayern Munich and Man City have adopted, where they all face away and jump up and down?
Well, because Man City played Poznan in the UEFA Cup.
Is that where they got it from?
We did. There was a lot of Poznan in Linares, and it was great fun. There's yeah.
Nick, are you doing the socials or?
No.
I'm looking through for the goal. No, I'm looking through for the goal. If you're doing it, you're all right.
I'm absolutely.
No.
Chris Marquez telling one of you off.
Yeah, exactly. What's happened, Luke, since you've joined the podcast? I've managed to just shift all my social media responsibilities over to you, which is fine. I am the live stream person now. That's all I'm needed for. Live stream and graphics. That's all.
Chris Marquez just tells me I'm the front man. That's all he always
me, I think me and Alex are his little minions. We get the private text of shit.
Oh no.
Hey,
Oh, great email fans.
Well done, Herrero. Fucking well done.
Man of the match.
That's a let off. Well, the good news is we're back up to second at the minute, but still 3 points behind Castellón as it stands. So let's hope we can bag another one here, but we'll take that point here. As Michael said earlier, would we take a point? We all said we would, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Woo. Chris has said hi.
Yeah, Chris has posted something in our WhatsApp group about a video. I don't know what's going on. One of you in trouble.
Luke is on it, I believe. Luke, are you on it?
I can't find the video anywhere.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Send it me. I'll do it. I'll do it now.
For those listening that don't know,
We might have two here. We might have two.
Go on.
Oh, here we go. Roberto, finish. Oh.
There's nothing more terrifying in the world than when Chris posts in our WhatsApp group, your just name, he'll go,
Yeah.
Matt. And then it'll be it's not my name to be fair. It's usually Nick. And it's like a 30-second pause.
Yeah,
Are you
Nick,
going to do this?
Nick, why am I now the Luke? Can you write a bio? A bio in your fucking
I
life.
generally don't know. But I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to carry on with my day and just ignore it all. Oh,
Just want to say to Steve Jackson, he originally messaged Gial and then he's apologized and said goal. I think we got it.
We accept you, Steve.
Goal. Alfonso. I'll still take a draw here. That'd be a good result, I think. Yeah.
93rd minute winner, maybe.
I think we've seen a bit.
You
of
wait till
now,
come tomorrow. No, fuck it, we're gonna win. We blitzed forward.
Juanpe's looked well since he's come on.
He has been good actually. It's the best I've seen him.
Too late. No.
Go on then.
Oh, go on.
Go on.
Where the fuck's this video?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go and download it again, aren't I? Just because
I've got it somewhere.
Save it somewhere. Save it somewhere, good Nick. That's what you need to do. Right, there we go. Right, there you are.
Have you sent it?
Done my bit.
There we go. Oh, you've pulled me out of trouble there as well. You sent the away one. If I had it, it was going to be the home one.
Oh, well, no, you got to do the away
I would
one.
have had a very angry
Don't do the away thing, otherwise then we really are in trouble.
Yes.
I might have also sneakily retweeted a couple of things from me and Matt today. I don't think it went unnoticed.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Poor Chris. I hope he's having a nice time. His mum's over. He's not seen his mum for 3 months, which is why he's not with us this evening.
Shout out to Mrs. Marquez.
Okay. Right. That's not one person you want to mess with. It. Just look at Einar. You just don't get in his face.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Herrera's a bit.
Herrera's got links. Herrera's got links. He knows people.
On the world. Oh, this one's on the floor as well.
Do you guys want a fun fact? And I'm not sure if this has any historic depth to it, but with that goal, Dione is now tied for the top goal scorer in Primera history with 34.
Well, no, I thought he was top anyway.
No, so another guy called Quiles is 34.
With 34 goals?
Yeah, it's only been going 2 seasons. So.
Oh, right. I thought you meant ever. I was like...
No, but I think he is like generally considered a top goal scorer in 3rd division football, isn't he?
So you got Dione, Quiles, Sergio Arribas, Alvaro Romero, Chiqui, and David Rodriguez.
Sergio Arribas is now
playing.
We need
Where's
Chiqui
playing for nowadays?
Yeah, Sergio Arribas is playing for Almeria in
Sangali off Canaro on.
We're not asking about Almeria players. I want to know who Cheeky plays for.
Yeah,
Cheeky.
I want to know who Cheeky is.
Imagine now he's like an absolute bagsman in Paraguay or something like that. That's usually tends to be the case with these kind of players.
He'll be in Greece. He'll be in Greece somewhere.
Yeah, Greece or Cyprus. Yeah,
bets on now. I'm going to go Poland.
Yeah, Greece, Cyprus or Poland.
How is spelling Cheeky, by the way?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Cheeky plays for. So what were the guesses?
Greece,
Poland.
And
Greece.
when did you guess Uruguay?
I'm going to say, I would say, because when I used to go watch football in Central Europe, Wisla Krakow were run by a Spanish guy, and he used to have loads of Spanish players. So I'll go Wisla Krakow. So
where did you say, Nick?
I said Poland, but to make it fun, I'm going to go with Bolivar in South America.
So he's currently plying his trade in the 2nd division in Spain, playing for Alcorcon.
Let's go get cheeky. Let's get cheeky.
He's scored 1 goal this season so far.
Oh,
he's
not in a Málaga shirt.
Shout out to
cheeky on that. I'm sure there's some Brit living out in Costa del Sol with cheeky 69 up back of his Malaga shirt or something.
Probably.
Shout out to Alex O'Brien, one of the first ever guests on the Guiricast, my Cork supporting pal.
I think he was in London last week, wasn't he, for the Arsenal game? Did he go?
He's regularly over there. There's an amazing drunken video of me and him in Barcelona saying we're going to take over the Spanish Segunda podcast, and it's basically me and him previewing Malaga and Alcorcon, if I remember rightly, and we were very drunk. And Alex Fitzpatrick said, patted us on the head and said, "Well done, lads."
Oh, I don't like this. Don't like this. A bold man with what looks to be a Basque name doesn't ring.
It's I've never seen about this guy.
He's actually 48 and he scored 3,000 goals and 4,000.
Is it Exteberia? Josip Exteberia?
It's not actually a haircut, is he?
He's a centre half. Raul Navas is a centre, very experienced.
He's either 37 one. Kay Quinn says, "Can we start slagging off Loren?" Yes, let's immediately start slagging off. That seems to work.
No. Did you see him control the ball from the sky in Linares? If you, I saw it with my own eyes. I'm not slagging him off.
Oh, look at that amazing pressure from him there.
Depor have lost 1-0 to Celta B.
Don't care, Alex.
Gorka Irutastabe. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. You don't get much more of a Basque name than, first of all, Gorka.
Gorka Itaraspe. I thought it was the Itaraspe who played for Sociedad for so long. When I was writing it.
Swansea side from Granada many years ago, and he scored on his debut, and loads of Swansea fans went to the bookies to put a bet on him being top goal scorer in the Championship. He did score against Cardiff as well, so we do that. Also, he went to Cyprus. He went to play in Cyprus. He followed the trend. Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, look! I told you I don't like the look of him. He puts fear. Who was it that last a couple of years ago for Tenerife? Is it Molina?
Yeah. To I think it was Zaragoza as well. I can't remember.
Yeah, Zaragoza.
Yeah. But he looked terrifying, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's like 20 years older or something. Can you remember a striker called Bilbao Torquero? He was a beast. Big bald fella.
There was a lad on loan at Depor who played for Atleti B. I think he looked quite a scary fella. Manu Vallejo, I think his name was. He was bald.
Yeah. So Gorka Ituraspe. First picture of him comes up is in a Amorbieta kit. As Basque as they come. Formerly of Athletic Bilbao Bay. And also has a sibling who is former Spanish professional footballer and defensive midfielder, Ander Ituraspe.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Appearing in 320 matches for Athletic Bilbao. Athletic Club.
Come on.
Oh, that looked dangerous. Come on, Lauren, do some running.
So sorry, did Lauren come on for?
I didn't even know Lauren came on.
Yeah, me too. Until I saw the message in the comment.
For Roberto.
I guess Roberto, so.
Yeah. Someone did say about Lauren, saying he looks like he's carrying a little bit of extra. And to be fair, now he does look a bit weighty. And I'm not one to slag anyone off for being weighty. But when you're a professional footballer and you're jogging, it's not a good look.
By the way, I was going to send up this week. Obviously, we have started this digital fanzine and sending out things you've loved this month. I don't think this game's going to be a great one to pick things out of. Because I was just thinking we could have used last month Loren's Control from the Sky, but like I said, I think the lime shirts are, I control this thing. I'm going to write about the lime shirt, I think.
Loves the lime shirt. But here come Recreativo again.
Oh, dear.
Heavy touch. Jesus Christ.
Got balls somehow.
Got away with that. He has got away with that.
Go on. The good thing is there's no VAR. We can just relax. Yeah. Go on, Kevin.
Kevin as well. Oh,
Kevin's dancing. Kevin's dancing.
Oh, well, there to hold on to that.
Kevin's right about Lauren Zuniga's 94th minute winner away at Huelva. That'll make the fanzine.
Old claim.
Brian Zaragoza scored 2 for Granada versus, what a name, Brian Zaragoza.
Yeah, famous Brian Zaragoza. Oh, Herrera.
That's actually a great tackle.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah. He nailed it. He absolutely nailed it, though.
It was dangerous.
Looks great doing it as well. That pink
That
kit.
is the Escobar in him. That is the Escobar in Herrera.
If we're going to write about kits that we fall in love with, I think the pink goalie kit is definitely up there.
One. Oh, I thought he scored then for a second. I couldn't tell.
Working.
Corner.
We'll have this. Come on.
I actually thought he scored then. I was waiting for one of you guys to go like mad to confirm it, but
I think we are actually quite dangerous from
we're already in the 90th minute.
Are we?
Come on, Kevin.
I'm still in the 89th minute.
No, technically it's the 90th, isn't it?
Oh, I've got no idea. Oh, that's it. How would one go? Heavy touch.
These look so dangerous on counter.
They do, don't they?
All second half there.
So happy just to play on the break, aren't they?
They look really,
Always got
really
someone
fast
over. So right, come on now, bring it.
No, not there.
Oh, that's naughty. That's very naughty. Surprised he's not been pulled back for that.
Our defence is look wide open.
yes.
There we go.
5 minutes added on.
It's a big 5 minutes.
5 minutos.
I'm quite happy with this as a result, though. I think it keeps us in touching distance of Castellón.
Keeps unbeaten.
The winning streak was bound to end at some point, and this
Of
is.
course it will. Of course it will.
And then, like I say, quick turnaround for Malia.
Back-to-back home games.
Ooh. Well, I think as well, obviously, with us playing on Thursday, way before everybody else, I think given the goal difference, let's see if the goal difference works out for us, but, could potentially go top for a couple of days.
No, we can't, can we? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
No. 19 points.
No. Spanish football's head-to-head, so we won't.
And also next week, Castellón go away to Quetta.
Oh,
No,
that's
because
a
it's
big game.
head-to-head. We've lost to Castellón. We'll be second.
That's quite a good way to describe us up top today, Luke. Toothless.
Toothless, yeah. Yeah, I'd say good luck to anybody who's doing the ratings.
Whose turn is it this week? Is it
I
my
think
turn?
it's gone sort of way back round, I think, innit?
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Okay.
it can be.
No, I'm not doing
Go on, then, here we go. Go on, Fatty,
here we
run
go.
with it. Hey.
Naughty.
He must have been booked before.
That should be a sending off.
Should, yeah.
Yeah, but the referee's looking, going, it's not a clear goal and score opportunity where a lot of Zuniga is concerned.
That's right.
Even if he was scoring an open goal, he's not
The
clear.
question is, what is?
Yeah, he has to be already in the goal for Loren.
He didn't need to pull Lauren back there. He could let Lauren go.
Didn't. He really
Loren's
didn't.
going to what the fuck?
I think he would have overtaken Loren if he hadn't.
That could be
so
Lauren's.
Navas has been on the pitch for 10 minutes and he's been booked.
That could be Lauren's second best moment in a Málaga shirt.
Well, if he scores from this here, to be fair, it'll be interesting.
Come on, bit of quality.
Well, that's what you need. But look how high that line is there.
Shoot.
That's a hard free kick. To be fair.
Get up.
Come on, get up. Honestly, tart.
I think any point's a good point when you come from behind.
Oh look, miraculous recovery.
Oh,
What's he grabbing his hand for? Honestly,
Oh, they're doing here, these.
turn it.
Dione's been good with the pay press since he's come on as well. To be fair, he's done a fair bit running. Come on, Loren. Get on board with the pay press.
He's towing, bless him, isn't he? He's towing.
He looks like he's blowing more than towing to me. Oh dear. Well, we'll take this. We've done well to get back into this game.
Yeah.
Must be said. Do you think it's been as exciting as the City Arsenal game before, Luke?
Yeah, you love non-league football.
I actually thought that was quite a good game, actually.
I thought the first half were terrible. Second half were better.
Did Arsenal deserve
It was interesting, I'd say, more than
pass.
Oh, come on. Out wide. Box it. Come on. Good cross. No,
What's
well,
happened here?
Kevin's on the ground again.
Come on, 94th minute winner. Come on. The chair's back.
Oh.
Did Arsenal deserve the win, Luke?
I think
I'd say
me. I don't think City look right. I really don't.
No.
When was the last time that City lost 3 games in a row?
Yeah, exactly.
Hell of a time ago. Oh, elite Marbella flag there for you, Matt.
Marbella.
Oh, did that hit the bar?
No, you kind of like went near post, but it was just a bit.
I think that's it, lads. I think that might be full time.
To be fair,
it does. It's bar. It's bar.
Skim the top of the bar.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, we take the point. We take the point. Move on with the point.
Draw some.
These aren't a bad team. These really aren't a bad team.
No, they've done well, to be fair.
Well, it's like we've played, 7 games and lost 1?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's what it is.
It's the first game that we've drawn as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. First draw of the season, so.
Good enough. Like you said, we're not going to win every single game. And as we've said on several live streams, take a points away, build on La Saleda, get the wins there.
Home, yeah, exactly. So it's going to be a tough one for match selections though this week. I'll tell you that for free, because really, it's not. No one stood out for me apart from maybe Sangali. Would any of you agree with that?
Yeah, Sangali, and I think I thought Kevin was pretty good first half.
If anything, I thought Sanchez looked up decent. He's got big boots to fill at left back, and he looks solid enough. He was going forward. Michael makes a great point there. You're asking a Spurs fan, how did Arsenal play today?
That is true.
I've just quite enjoyed this game, just watching Alex slowly but slowly disappear out of view. To the extent now
he's been on the kale, hasn't he? He's been on the kale. He's getting to it.
He's had a couple of kales. He's not back a couple of kales. He's had a good night watching the footy. And he's now literally asleep in his chair. But I don't know, lads. I suppose there's not more else we could say about that game. So, like you say, a point you'd take it, especially after going 1-0 down.
Sorry, just quickly. Sorry, on the Alex thing. What's the poster to your left, Alex? Who is that?
It is for any cricket fan
playing cricket.
It's Craig Kieswetter, former England and Somerset cricketer who had to retire because in a friendly game against South Africa, he got a bail in his eye. So, he was one of my favourite cricketers growing up.
Well, I'm not going to diminish that. I'm not going to say that shit.
But I think, to be fair, most people would have like Jimmy Anderson or a Broad or a Flintoff or something like that. And you've got some early retired Somerset cricketer. What about Marcus Trescothick? What about him on your wall?
Oh no, he's one of my favourites as well. But no, I think growing up, Craig Kieswetter was that big hitter, young player coming through the team. So yeah, I went for him.
Some in Malaga's performance that we've
exactly.
Cricket chat.
You should see the poster next to it. It's a picture of Roberto. Sums it up quite well as well. But I suppose if we've not got much more else to say about it, guys, it's 10-9 here in the UK. A point on the road in Huelva. There's a long drive back for most. Any final remarks, guys, before we leave it for this evening?
For me, I'm agreeing with what the chat's saying. The chat's saying it's a solid point. We take a point on the road. We move on.
We do move on. And
it's not, they're a good club. We're still there. We're still there. We didn't expect to be. We'll be second tomorrow morning, and I think if you'd offered us that at the start of the season, by mid-October, we would have all taken that.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with everyone in the chat as well there. But thanks again for joining us this week. Unfortunately, there won't be a live stream for the Malia game because foolishly they've put it on at dinner time at UK time. So I imagine that most of us are going to be in work. I know I certainly am. So we won't see you next week, but we'll see you the week after that for the away game against Antequera. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Alex, for joining us.
Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving tomorrow for all our Canadian viewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luke.
I was going to say that.
I do that.
Thank you as well, Luke.
No problems at all, mate. Enjoyed it as ever. Have a good week, everyone. Vamos Malaga.
Exactly. And thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you. I will be at La Rosaleda Thursday. So if anyone is there, come and say hello. We'll have a beer.
Absolutely lovely stuff. Thank you very much for me as well for listening once again. Have a good evening and Vamos Malaga.